Kolejnym przykładem jest szereg technologii, często określanych mianem geoinżynierii, które potencjalnie mogłyby pomóc odwrócić efekty ocieplania wywołane globalną zmianą klimatu. Metodą, na którą zwróciłem szczególną uwagę, jest stratosferyczne wstrzykiwanie aerozoli, która polega na rozpylaniu w stratosferze cząsteczek, które pomogą odbić ciepło słońca. W podobny sposób, w jaki robią to erupcje wulkaniczne. Program oprysków mógłby ograniczyć globalne wzrosty temperatur, redukując kilka czynników ryzyka związanymi z wysokimi temperaturami i dostarczyć światowej ekonomii więcej czasu na odejście od paliw kopalnianych. Ten proces jest również stosunkowo niedrogi. Narodowe Kolegium Badań szacuje, że w pełni zaimplementowany program oprysków mógłby kosztować około 10 miliardów dolarów rocznie. Jakkolwiek obiecujący by to brzmiało, implementacja oprysków niesie ze sobą sporo wyzwań, tak dla rządu, jak i dla międzynarodowych społeczności. Od strony technicznej redukcja emisji gazów cieplarnianych nadal musiałaby towarzyszyć opryskom, by rozwiązać problem innych efektów zmian klimatycznych, takich jak zakwaszenie oceanów, ponieważ same opryski nie zdołają usunąć gazów cieplarnianych z naszej atmosfery. Od strony geopolitycznej potencjał tej technologii do zmiany prawidłowości pogody z korzyścią dla konkretnych regionów świata, a kosztem innych, mógłby sprowokować ostry sprzeciw pewnych nacji. Inni mogą poprzestać na korzyściach z oprysków i wycofać się z zobowiązania redukcji CO2. I tak jak w przypadku innych przełomowych technologii, globalne normy i standardy posiadają braki w nadzorowaniu implementacji oprysków i innych inicjatyw geoinżynieryjnych. Bill Gates popiera eksperymenty z geoinżynierią pogodową. Tysiące samolotów latałyby na dużych wysokościach, rozpylając miliony ton cząsteczek wokół planety, tworząc masywną chmurę chemiczną, która ochłodziłaby powierzchnię.
Chemtrails, now getting widespread attention.
KSLA News 12 had the sample tested at a lab. The results? A high level of barium, 6.8 parts per million, more than 3 times the toxic level set by the EPA.
Armed with these lab results about the high levels of barium found in our sample, we decided to contact the Louisiana Department of Environmental Quality. They told us that yes, these levels are very unusual.
Barium is a hallmark of other chemtrail testing. But those who fear chemtrails could be secret biological or chemical testing on the public point to the 1977 Senate hearings in particular, which confirmed 239 populated areas had been contaminated with biological agents between 1949 and 1969. Later, the 1994 Rockefeller Report concluded hundreds of thousands were also subjected to secret biological experiments over the last 60 years. But could secret testing be underway yet again? Chemtrails are even mentioned by name in the initial draft of House Bill 2977 back in 2001.
The high levels of barium linked to those alleged chemtrails, we wanted to find out exactly what effects barium has on the body. We spoke with Mark Ryan, the director of the Poison Control Center. Ryan tells KSLA News 12 that long-term exposure causes blood pressure problems. Ryan addressed concerns by chemtrail researchers that barium could be meant to wear down a person's immune system.
Anything that causes ill effects in the body long-term, chronically, is going to affect your ability because it's constantly working on the body. So from that aspect, yeah, that's a potential.
It's got all the makings of a real-life horror movie. Victims say it feels like bugs are crawling under their skin.
But is it real or possibly a delusion? You be the judge. Here's CBS 11's investigator, Ginger Allen.
The symptoms alone are scary, and for the thousands who claim they're suffering from it, the effects are even more frightening. No one knows what causes it, if it's contagious, or even how to treat it. And the problem is, many doctors think it doesn't even exist.
I feel the itchy and the creepy crawly.
The crawling feeling you get, like bugs crawling all over you.
You just want to get it out of you.
A mysterious illness is plaguing North Texan Cindy Casey and thousands of other people just like her around the country.
It's been extremely disfiguring every part of my body, arms, legs, hands, back. I don't escape it for even one moment.
Casey, who's a registered nurse, says she's been suffering since 2002, and the bizarre symptoms have turned her life upside down.
My lifestyle's completely changed. I'm no longer to work in the ICU where I worked for 17 years. It was my career.
The condition, known as Morgellons, is like no other. Most doctors don't believe it even exists.
The symptoms don't fit anything that's in the textbooks.
The most unusual of all the symptoms, tiny fibers that literally grow out of the victim's skin.
It's miserable. It feels like you've got splinters coming out, mostly black and white. Some of them were blue and some of them were red.
When Casey first went to the doctor, she was shut down and turned away.
And I cried on the way home. I was just devastated and not understanding why they wouldn't be curious, at least.
Other patients say their doctors have called them crazy.
Delusional parasitosis is the biggest common diagnosis.
They told me I was doing this to myself and that I was nuts, and basically I just quit going to doctors because I was afraid they were going to lock me up. There's no question whatsoever that it exists. What causes it, I do not know. Whether it's infectious or not, I do not know.
At Oklahoma State University Center for Health Sciences, Dr. Rhonda Casey and scientist Dr. Randy Wymore have started researching Morgellons.
There's one right there. There's another one. These are the fibers I was describing that you can see coiled around in the lesion. And we have actually collected fibers from Cindy's lesions and had them looked at by the forensics department, and they did not match up with any of the known substances in their reference lab.
Researchers believe some doctors are too quick to diagnose patients as delusional because the symptoms are almost unbelievable.
As I've been told, probably 200 times from emails and phone calls and voicemails from irate dermatologists in particular, sorry, humans don't grow red and blue fibers. Well, I know that. But that doesn't change the fact that they're present.
I don't understand why this particular condition has been looked upon as not a real condition when there are many, many other conditions that have been discovered in my lifetime.
Over the last year, the Centers for Disease Control has been flooded with calls and emails about Morgellons. CBS 11 News learned the CDC is planning to begin an in-the-field study within 90 days to hopefully learn more about it. And because of the number of patients in Texas, a study could take place right here in North Texas.
Your arms used to have tons of them.
As for Casey, she hopes the CDC investigation will shed some light on what's happening to her.
You know, I just like to live life to its fullest until this happens.
Over the next few weeks, the Centers for Disease Control will be selecting a site for its investigation. It'll either be in California, Florida, or right here in Texas, the 3 states with the most cases. We will certainly keep you posted on that. I'm Ginger Allen, CBS 11 News.
Fascinating. Well, we tried contacting several local doctors to discuss this condition, but all of them refused to talk on camera.